Hello. I work at F-Secure in this little team of 12 people, and a lot of times when I go to Agile conferences, I feel a little bit alienated with the idea that we're talking about Scrum and Kanban and things like that. And Agile is kind of a really simple thing in my team. The name Agile, as if you meant it, came from one of the so-called Agile gurus on Twitter, reading me describing the way we work, which is pretty much this. They're smart people. All of them are developers. They make changes based on turning ideas into code. So there's some kind of a framework around that, which means that those smart people, when they have an idea, if they want something to change for the few million users that we have, they change the code. It goes to production. As simple as that. On the way to production, there's only very few gates. So any developer in my team could make changes that end up in production very quickly. There's only a few gates. One of them is that when you make a pull request, there always has to be a second pair of eyes. So alone, you won't get anything done. You will need a pair. That's the one thing that you need. And then the other thing that there needs to be is this some sort of a pipeline going through some kind of testing, figuring out whether all of the tests we've implemented over the years are still passing. And it's sometimes hard for me to explain what this means in practice because it feels so fluent and so easy in many ways. But whenever there's a change, or whenever we go through one day of changes, it seems to mean about 14,000 individual Windows machines being booted up, some tests run on them, results handled, and that's kind of how the machinery flows. There's obviously many people doing this. Even my team alone that works on the Windows clients, that's 12 people. All of us make changes with pull requests, either on the production code or on the test automation code. And to make those ideas really shine, to make them work, of course, the best way to make ideas shine is to talk to other smart people and learn with them what kind of things might make even more sense. So I kind of think of this as Agile, as if you meant it still. It's not very complicated. You need to take through small changes one by one, all the way to production. And then you need to pay attention to learning. Learning so that whatever you have as new is getting into your test automation, into your building pipelines, into your colleagues' knowledge, but also learning so that you notice that you're not happy with something. You want something to be different than it is right now, and having the courage to go and change that again, one pull request at a time. Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take some questions, shall we? I'd encourage you to put some questions here.
Be brave.
Be brave.
I work on the F-Secure's antivirus, the Windows version of that, so security product. But again, this is what it looks like after 15 years, so feeling a little different.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.